Like I want to get all the experience I can, but sometimes it's like you only get to show your skill 14 times.
Yeah.
You know? So like you're testing things, yeah, that's good, but like when you make mistakes, they're so impactful and people will remember them, and then it's like, well, shit, is it better to play safe? But I think for me, it's just like, fuck it, we ball. Like if I get kicked for inting and like I think I'm like testing things and learning, then like, you know, it is what it is. I'm just gonna go out there and play like how I want to play.
Joining me after his match against Team Liquid is Lawrence eXyu. Sure, did I do it right?
Close,
okay.
Yeah. Good enough.
All right, I tried. I'm sorry, man. Yesterday had a big win against Shopify. Today, not so much against TL, but you had a really great start. Let's focus on today to kick things off. Nocturne was the pick. What were you guys thinking through draft?
Honestly, yesterday I didn't even show up to draft meeting. So draft meeting was done without me. Basically, I went to get boba with my girlfriend, and then I pulled up to the house, and they're like, "Oh, come home fast, we're doing draft." And I came home, and they're like, "Yeah, draft is done. Like, you don't have rights." I'm like, "Okay, I'll play whatever you guys pick me. It's all good."
Wait, what kind of ship is Nocturne running? Like, were you supposed to be there, or was that?
I was supposed to be there, but I was like, "Yo, let me get some boba first, and then I'll come to the house." But boba kind of took a while, and draft meeting didn't take that long apparently, because like, they kind of had it figured out. And I trust my coaches. They're like, "Yeah, we got it figured out for you."
Yeah, day of routine is always unique per team. If like, so the day of the matches, is there something that you'd like to change, or do you like the way that you guys run it?
I think everyone kind of has their own thing. Like, obviously we had to get here, and then we kind of just sit around for a long time. I think that part kind of sucks. I actually watched your interview with David Insanity, and like he was saying he got sun before his match and he won. So yesterday before we played them, because our game was late, I went out, got some sun, walked around, and beat him. Yeah. So then today we had an early match, and I slept in, and then I didn't get sun.
No sun.
You know, tomorrow I'm gonna be out in the sun for sure. I gotta wake up early, get some sun.
Only reason everyone always asks, why is the LCS in Los Angeles? It's so expensive. You know, it's difficult.
We need the sun to win.
We need the sun.
We can't win without it. C9 always goes on walks in the morning,
right?
Don't they?
That's right. They go on walks, and they have their workout regimen, which originally their gym used to be in their garage. And you have to open the garage, the sun's right there.
That's true.
There it is, get the sun. Where was the turning point for this game for y'all? Because I think at one point you were like 1-0-5, you were constantly catching out umpty, you had some great Nocturne ults. Where do you think it kind of fell apart?
Definitely the Baron rounds, it started getting pretty bad, I think.
What was the comms on that? Because it looked like you went in by yourself, you had Dove behind the pit, and the rest of the team was like at the bottom of top river bush.
Yeah.
There had to be a call. There's no way that you go in by yourself. What was the call?
It was very flustered. So I was saying I'm gonna look for a steal, but we ran out of blue trinkets. So I was like, oh shit, like I'm just gonna try to kill Lucian. Like in the moment, because Lucian had no flash, I got it earlier on the mid play. So I was like, maybe I could just one shot him and I'll be fine. But it was honestly just a terrible spur of the moment decision. And like, that's definitely the play I regret the most from today.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I think our plan was already bad because we were so we were just really flustered from the whole situation. I think me and Dove should be together, and then I'd make that play, and it's like, holy shit, they're so good. Yeah. But Dove was kind of in like Africa, and I was like by myself. So. Yeah,
because we saw you execute the the paranoia into the shockwave combo in mid lane like right before that. Yeah. And that I was sitting with friends. I was like, wow, I'm dead, because I didn't see it happen. If I was casting, I would have missed it. I was like, how the hell did Jan die? Because you hit APA flashed, Jan didn't flash, and he died. And I was like, oh, okay, that's what happened in the replay. So I was like, okay, they have a very clear way they want to play this. What happened there? And I was like, that had to be a steal, because you were so by yourself. Yeah. Dove was by himself. And are these the kind of issues that I guess you're working through on Dignitas? And what is the solution you think that you can find for it?
I mean, for me, I think it's like partially a personal problem. I think sometimes in the spur of the moment, I like get a little flustered. Obviously, I think I look for like hero plays kind of, and I think in Academy it was a lot easier because teams are bad at like stopping damage on Nash. So I was really easy to like steal. Like I'm really confident that if I got in that pit with him and it was a 50-50, I would take it. Yeah. But it was more about like they're just a lot better at defending their 50-50, so it's not actually a 50-50. And yeah, Dove TPing there, I think that's just like a spur of the moment decision for him too, because we're saying we're going to double TP, but like I think Orianna looking for a flank probably isn't ideal. Nope. So yeah, I think it's just like individual mistakes. Honestly, I wouldn't even say it's much of a team issue, because I think in those situations, it's hard to be like, hey, or you go exactly here. Like you don't like micro everyone. You're just like, you kind of got to know your job. And I think in that situation, we all made some mistakes.
Yeah, good footage for Coach Enitron to help kind of work through, I think, and hopefully get on the same page. When we were talking about it in story meeting for the show yesterday. We have like our rookie campaigns. You got 2 over on 100 Thieves, you got 2 on Immortals, and then you've got Meech. We also thought, well, you and Isles are kind of like rookies. You had LCS stage experience, but it wasn't like a full season. It wasn't as secure of a roster like you're the guy. Same with the Isles. When you come into LCS like this, and you brought up Academy League, Challengers League a little bit, do you feel like you are a rookie, or do you like how much does your past experience play into this year?
Oh, I mean, I feel like I'm getting scammed because I mean, going into the season, I was like, I'm gonna win Rookie of the Year. Like I'm gonna be, I'm him. But then, and they, like even in the teasers and stuff, like Content Day or Media Day, the first one, they were like doing lines and shit, and I was like, yeah, like they were like, who do you think's gonna win Rookie of the Year? And I said me. And then I saw them post on Twitter, and I'm not even eligible. Yeah. And I was really surprised because like when I played last time, they told me that I wasn't eligible for Rookie of the Year either that time because you had to play more than half a split.
Yeah.
But I played 7 games, so then I thought, oh, that means I'm eligible next time if I actually play half a split.
Okay.
But I'm still not, so.
All right, new campaign. Because yesterday it was the campaign for who you want Rookie of the Split. My campaign is to make you eligible for Rookie of the Split.
That's what I'm saying, like, let me take a crack at that, come on.
Yeah, when the people, on the dive, they're doing their power rankings of junglers, you find yourself down lower at the bottom side. Not last, they had you, I think, at like 6, 7.
Yeah.
When you hear those types of things, how much credence do you give compared to, and then how, where do you compare yourself at?
I mean, personally, I don't feel bad at all. I came into the season like I'm comfortable with being last at the beginning of the season because like I skipped a season of challengers. I hadn't played for a while. I felt like I was a rookie, so I was like, okay, I'm okay with everyone having me last, and I'm gonna go out there and like just climb the ladder, you know? Like, our first win against Immortals, I beat our Mal. I was like, all right, it's just like Academy. Like, I'm over our Mal. Like, I'm 7th at least. And then, you know, we got humbled by Contracts, and obviously I respect him a lot, but in the moment I was like, yeah, like I could beat Contracts too. Like, why not? And then,
which is fine. That is a fine mindset.
You know, I kind of have that mindset for everyone. It's like, I think I can take a crack at everyone.
I personally think you outplayed Umti today.
Yeah.
But
thank you.
Just didn't quite.
So I'm at 5th. I beat Boogie. I kind of beat Umti. I'm like 5th now, basically.
Okay. That's cool. It's cool to see the way that you think about yourself, given the fact that you're kind of rookie, but you're not.
Yeah.
We're kind of halfway through the season, but not quite yet. And you've got one more match before you've played all 7 games. How do you feel about the fact that it's such a shorter season now?
It sucks, honestly. Like, I think especially for me, because like, the scene is so volatile, you know. And like, I'm not saying I'm worried about my job, but it's like, I want to go out there and not be scared of like making mistakes.
Yeah.
Like, I want to get all the experience I can, but sometimes it's like, you only get to show your skill 14 times.
Yeah.
You know. So like, you're testing things. Yeah, that's good. But like, when you make mistakes, they're so impactful and people will remember them, and then it's like, well, shit, is it better to play safe? But I think for me, it's just like, fuck it, we ball. Like, if I get kicked for inting and like I think I'm like testing things and learning, then like, you know, it is what it is. I'm just gonna go out there and play like how I want to play.
Lastly, you hover Katarina all the time. What is this about?
Just my girlfriend's name is Kat.
Yeah.
And Katarina starts with Kat. So
yeah. All right.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's just because we've been together for a long time, almost a little over 4 years now, and like this was like way before.
Thank God, you're so young. So you could be like, we were together a long time, you know, like 3 months. You know, I don't know, because again, everyone else is so young and whatever. But okay, together for 4 years.
4 years. So it dates all the way back to like college when both of us were kind of just in school, like doing normal shit, and now she's like a big streamer, and like I'm playing LCS. So it's just really cool that she's been here the whole time, and like she's been really supportive. And honestly, she was a big part of how I got the confidence to like reach out to C9 in the first place and get onto amateur and, you know, get the ball rolling. So
yeah,
just a little shout out.
eXyu, everybody. No lack of confidence. Slowly climbing that ladder. We'll see what he does for the rest of the split. Thank you for the interview, man. I appreciate it, and best of luck.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank God. Joining me for the first time on after his LCS match. I'm gonna redo that one. That one wasn't very good. I'm gonna say cut this out, but I know my editor is gonna leave it in. I fucked up.